Two things. Watch this video and do keep taking notes, but keep them in Kairos instead of your notes app.
I need to know if I'm in the wrong for this. A girl and I stopped talking because of this. And like my intentions behind it were so genuine, but it got so misconstrued and blown out of proportion and ended up being the reason her and I stopped talking. For the sake of the story, I'm going to call her Emily. So Emily and I had been casually talking for like 3 months probably. And I invited her over to my apartment for dinner. I was going to cook for us. I had the recipe of what I was cooking in my notes app. So we're cooking, we're hanging out, we're having a good time, whatever. And I asked her to read me part of the recipe. So she goes over to my phone and goes to my notes app. And there's a note in the notes app that just says Emily. So now let me explain. When I first started talking to somebody, if something gets brought up about something she likes or likes to do or a hobby or her order for something or just anything about her that I feel like is important for me to know, I write it down in the notes app. I write it down. I'm incapable of remembering things on my own, so I write it down. So she goes into this Emily notes app and she's like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's just a list of shit that you like to do or that you've mentioned that you like or whatever. I explained the whole thing to her. She goes, oh, so you don't get me confused with the other fucking girls you're talking to? I went, oh my God, no, it's because my brain is the size of a Tic Tac and I won't remember it. And I want to remember these things so that I know the important things about you. And she's like, oh, so if I had a notes app in my phone with your name on it, how would it make you feel? I was like, what? It's going to say boobs and football? Like, I don't know what we're doing here. At this point, I don't know if this is a serious argument or conversation or what. Anyway, that kind of gets like brushed to the side. We have dinner, it's fine. But then every time she would say something about anything having to do with her over the next couple weeks, or if I pulled my phone out in front of her, she'd be like, what, are you adding to the Emily notes app? Like, are you adding to Emily's list? So it's just like, I don't know, like, is that wrong of me to do that? I guess maybe I should be trying to learn that stuff without having to write it down. I get where she could think like maybe I don't want to get her confused with people, but I don't know.